Najprej prvo vprašanje, ki je prišlo kar v angleščini, mogoče v slovenščini takole zveni. Ali ste še v času, ko je bil Carlo živ, kdaj pomislili, da bi utegnil postati svetnik?
Listen, when he was small, I used to call Carlo the little Buddha, the Buddino, because he was so good, always smiling, so generous, so sweet, that since he was a little child, I was quite like at that time, as I told you. I studied philosophy. I was very curious about the religions all over the world, no? And, and I was very much, I was very much interested also in the figure of Buddha, no? So Saikamuna, no? And because I had in my imagination that Buddha was special, was quite, detached to all material things. He was quite, so I used to call Carlo the little Buddha. So this is just to tell you that since he was small, we realized that Carlo was special, really special. And we realized this, and we thought that probably Carlo would have become priest. Before to die, Carlo asked me once what did I think if he would have become a priest. And I said, Carlo, you will choose. And this question, he also did the same question to my grandmother. So I think he had in his mind the idea to become priest, but I'm not sure about this. We understood that there was a special design of God. Also, all design we had during the life, but also the way Carlo was impossible that there was not a special design of God. He was so sweet, so pure, so generous, and also this faith he had was really great, a great faith. Of course, Carlo was not somebody who had a clerical attitude that wanted to be seen as a saint, etc. Carlo was very normal. He was quite the attitude of an informatic, informatic engineer, but he was very, he was really special because of the virtue he had that were so special.
Naslednje vprašanje je, kako ona čuti navzočnost svojega sina sedaj, ko je že v večnosti.
Yes, Carlo, apart all the miracles he did, because it was chosen one for the beatification, but he did many miracles with documentation, and he continued to do, because we already have some miracles after the beatification. But Carlo gave a lot of signs. For example, he appeared contemporaneously to two friends of Carlo. There were two classmates, younger classmates, two girls, and because they were crying about the fact that Carlo was died, they were desperate, and Carlo appeared contemporaneously to the two in the dream, and he complained. He said, "Stop to cry because I am so happy on heaven. You don't have to cry. You have to stop." Saying the same thing to both, And for example, this was a way to make himself present to this friend, and then also to other friends. And he gave a lot of sign. And for example, priests who didn't know him, who dreamt about Carlo, and then contact me, telling me things that only Carlo and me could know. No, also this was a way to make. Also to make understand that he was really alive, and also I had some special sign also of Carlo. He, for example, predicted me that I would have had two other children, and consider that I was quite old, because when Carlo died, I was already in my 40s. So it was not so easy to become pregnant. I became pregnant after 4 years. And it was quite special because it was difficult for me because I had some problems, But he predicted me, and I had two twins. And then he said to me other things. He also predicted me that he would have become first blessed and then a saint. Now we are waiting for the canonization, but the first prediction came out. And so, I mean, he gave a lot of sign, you know.